Right. So I guess this is the first webinar for April, possibly. And I thought, let me just remind everybody that this is free for a limited period of time. Make the most of what you can in learning. We do record and they are translated into Spanish. So Ashraf Noor is here with over 15 to 20 years of experience, not only in Forex and brokerage, but also in entrepreneurship and online businesses. So we are very privileged to have him with us and share his knowledge and the platform, which is a state-of-the-art MyQFX platform that QBN, in conjunction with Ashraf Noor, that he's going to share with you, and why it is powerful and how it can help you, aid you access the markets, what support infrastructure is in place for you to capitalize on, and how to use it. So if you haven't registered, register is what I would say. So Ashraf Noor, before I start, also because we were in Baku last year, I guess it's your birthday month. So I'm sure you have celebrated your birthday as well, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank
It was
you.
me, you, and
Yeah,
Eileen.
yeah. And
So I guess it was your birthday weekend this weekend.
that's right. Absolutely right. We really
So
enjoyed
I'm
it.
going to leave you to everybody, if you have, it's a point of celebration here. So we all want to say on behalf of QBN and the QBN family, happy birthday. And we wish you have many, many more years to come. So now I'm
All
going to
right.
leave you to share your knowledge. There you go.
All right. Thank you so much for for the best wishes. And yes, we are back to the analysis. And just to before we analysis, let's recap what happened with the last couple of days. I hope you guys know that because of this buzzword is going on, tariff, US tariff, and Trump has shaking the whole economy. And this is the time, especially for the traders, and also it's basically it depends how you look at, because the current situation has made a major impact to the financial market. And I was reading that report that on 4th of April, uh, more than $5 trillion being wiped out from financial market. So you can see here huge impact. So it depends on how you look at it. As a being an intraday trader, because we are not a position trader, we are intraday traders. We take small chunk of profits every single day. We look for these kind of opportunities and we make the maximum, take the maximum advantage for this kind of market situation. So today, I'm going to be doing showing some of my analysis, which we did analysis how the market reacted. But the most important thing is, which is I want to take this take advantage of the current market situation. I'm going to give you some useful tips and techniques that how you can use the current market situation, and using the MyQFX platform, how you can squeeze some very good profit with this market situation. You have to be a little patient, but follow certain basics principles, which is I've already explained in a previous analysis, but now I'm going to show you a couple of them. That's going to help you. And then the best thing is basically you have to do little practice, because current market situation is give you a lot of opportunities in the market. You can practice it and you can develop your knowledge, and that's the I want you to take that advantage. So let's look at the okay before. Let me share my screen first. Okay. Okay. So again, just to MyQFX is the basically the practical force training and real-time market analysis. Our objective is to train people and educate people with the live market through live analysis, because that's the best way to see how the market reacts and how the professional is analyzing the market. And you can practice at the same time, and you can build your confidence and knowledge at the same time. And at the same time, you can earn if you open an account with our Cuban Global Brokerage, and you can use our analysis. You can at the same time you can learn, earn at the same time. So just to recap, homework. A disclaimer. I'm just going to read the last paragraph, but you can take the picture and read it. We are not affiliated with or nor we represent any security broker, dealer, or investment company. We are not licensed or qualified to provide investment advice. Any trading decisions we share are for information purpose only and should not be taken as a financial or investment advice. It is important to verify all information independently, and any action you take based on that information are entirely your own responsibility. All right, so that's the homework. Let's look at we're going to look at the charts now. And as you know that the first thing we look at is to look at the situation with the dollar, because that's the major part of our trading. And we look at how the dollar is reacting it. And then based on that, we basically plan our trading. So if you look at the dollar index, as you can see here last week, we had price nicely broken this pattern. If you don't know about the pattern and structure, please follow our YouTube. We have comprehensive webinar on price structure and the price pattern. So if you look at here is this was the consolidation breakout we were expecting to break out. The market has broken. Even after the breakout, you can see the price develop impulsive reaction. This is what I'm talking about. Once the tariff has been information been released, so you can see that this is the market reaction. We have impulsive reaction. So that was the beautiful reaction we had it, and we have materialized all this move. And if you are following MyQFX YouTube channel, I've already mentioned how we analyze this big move in pound dollar and the pound yen and the euro USD. So as you know, okay, what we're going to look at, we're going to look at what is the future opportunities and what is the chart is telling us. Okay, so if you look at this after impulsive, and as I mentioned in my previous webinars, this is what you need to make sure. I'm going to show you some techniques, which is you keep in mind, and then look for opportunity accordingly. The way we look at every time when the price develop impulsive reaction, after impulsive, this is the fast move we call it impulsive. After impulsive, we are expecting if the price gonna continue. So we expecting some sort of like a correction, and then we expecting a continuation, right? This is the behavior we were expecting it, where every time when the price develop this impulsive reaction. Second, whenever the price break any recent low and high, in this scenario, any low. So if the price come back and give us the retest around this level and then continue, we call it pullback. Means this is a pullback, that's the sign of continuation. So these are the two things keep in mind. You can write it down or take a picture, and you can apply it to most of the any instruments. So here we're looking here. So we are these are the two things which we are looking in terms of continuation, right? And every impulsive reaction after that, it doesn't matter the price going to develop this flag pattern. It might be a develop some sort of correction and then continuation. So these are the behavior we are looking in order for the continuation. So if you look at here, the first things, if you look at here, the price has broken this low, and you can see here after the breakout, price came back and retest, give us the confirmation. That give us the confirmation that the dollar is, the dollar is gonna go weaker. So we have this beautiful, really even price broken this one and this one, because the reason behind it, this news is influenced by the fundamental. When the Trump has announced about the tariff, you can see here such a nice beautiful. So after this impulsive reaction, what we expecting, that's what I said to my trader, after this impulsive, if we see the correction, price does not make impulsive reaction to the upside, then I'm expecting one more push to the downside. But if the price is going to develop upside, impulsive reaction, then forget about this move, because that might be a speculation and that might be a temporary move. So after this impulsive, if the price is going to develop correction, then we're looking one more push to the upside that give us the dollar strength. If this is going to happen, then more likely all the measure against the dollar might be a weaker. So this is the way we analyze the market today. So if you look at here, we have this impulsive reaction, and then we have impulsive reversal reaction. After impulsive, we have this correction. And as I said to you, as I mentioned here, Every time when the price break any recent low, we expecting the price might gonna hit this level and give us the continuation. Same thing apply when the price break any recent high, and we expecting that the price might gonna come back and give us the confirmation of continuation. So in this scenario, you can see here the price came back here and give us the confirmation here. You can see here, this is the confirmation. We had it, and after that, price developed a nice, beautiful long trade here. And another thing, we have this impulsive, and then you can see here, this is the correction, and then we have this impulsive. So the price is still continue, even the price is broken. Okay, so let me. So if you look at the price, if you look at the price, we have the price has broken the previous high. So what we're expecting here, looking for another sign of continuation. And in our MyQFX platform, in advanced training course, we have this, we call a price imbalance here. So it means the price, more likely price should come at least this level, and then we can look for the price action might be a downside. So this is what we're looking here in dollar index. And this is what we have looked at this morning. We have decided, I've explained my trader, look for another pullback. So now I'm just going to show you the recording. There's no voice because I'm using headphone. I'm just going to show you illustration. This is the analysis we did, and I'm just going to speed up so at least you can see it. So because what we're expecting here before, we were expecting after impulsive, we were expecting correction, but instead we have impulsive. So after impulsive, and if you look at the after impulsive, it's the price below correct. Okay, so this is you can see here, this is I analyze the market, you can see I was looking, this is going to be the pullback and the price going to go up. This is the analysis we did this morning. And based on this analysis, you can see here how the price reacted. So what I analyzed the market is simple, basic price action, right? So you can see here based on the current analysis this morning, as I said to you, dollar is going to be going up and we're expecting dollar strength. So you can see the price nicely. So if the dollar is getting stronger, so obviously all the measure against the dollar should be at the downside, right? So this is what we look at. And this is what we did analysis. If you look at the Euro USD, we had it this morning, we analyzed the market. We explained, we had this beautiful, as you can see here, this is the area of interest, which the price nicely came back and then reversed. And as I explained to my trader, look for a short around this level. The reason why, and if you look at here, we had it a long trade here, and after this long trade, what we had it, you can see here the price nicely respected here. And as you can see here, the price previously respected here, as explained, look for short around this level. So after that, you can see the price nicely develop a short trade here. So that was a beautiful short trade here. So this is what we analyzed the market this morning, and we had a nice, beautiful short trade here. And I've already uploaded the YouTube video, guys. You can watch that, how we analyze the market Euro USD. So let's look at go back to the dollar index, what we exactly were looking at. We're going to discuss about the future opportunities, right? So what we're expecting here is, you can see here the price reverse impulsively. So what I'm expecting here is, if you look ahead, this is the area of interest, which is for me to look at. You can see here the price, this was the area of interest. So technically based on the price action, price nicely retest, but the price is nicely broken here. So what I'm expecting here, this is the point of interest for me now. Yeah, because why? Because one, the price should stay below which price refuse at this stage, and the price should continue this one. So while the price is going to be here, right, is going to be, indecision situation. If for me is the price point of interest, if the price going to break, that's going to give me the sign of continuation to the upside, or if the price going to break, that's the sign of continuation to the downside. But nowadays the market is very unpredictable because of the situation. Any statement created nice move. Even today, if you look at here, which I'm going to show you in a minute, We didn't have any news at all, right? No high impact, no medium impact. But the market is reacted amazingly. Most of the traders squeeze amazing profit. If you look at here, the whole calendar, if you look at here, we don't have any medium and medium and high impact news on Monday. If we don't have any news, but we don't have any news at all on the Tuesday, only one medium impact news for the Canada, right? But today, what happened? The market moves amazingly, right? And that's only because of this, the US tariff and the uncertainty in the market. But that's why we're looking opportunity in the market as a trader. So if you look at the rest of the week, we have, Wednesday, on Wednesday onward, we had a quite high impact news. So we're looking forward for these news. And top of that, because of based on the current market situation and based on the high impact news, we're going to be looking opportunities accordingly. So if you look at here, this is what exactly I'm looking for it. So price nicely broken this one. I'm expecting some price action here. And if the price refuses to break this level, then I'm expecting continuation. And if the price going to break this level and give us the confirmation, that's a sign of continuation. But if the price going to break this level, then I'm expecting some pullbacks. This is what we're looking into it. So if you look at the Euro USD now, so we had beautiful, rejection here this morning. And after that, we also had a long trade here. After that, we had a continuously short trade here. So let me share with you the in MyQFX platform. And we're going to look at the opportunities. Okay. So if you look at this, okay. So we have, if you look at this morning, okay. Okay. This is the all analysis. We had it. Okay. So at the market open, we have this beautiful short trade here. Once the market reverse, as another key point, which is very, very important to explain to you, we don't anticipate into the trade in the middle. As a trader, what we're looking an edge. We're looking at certain price patterns or certain structure that give us the sign of high probability trade. We had this short trade here based on the previous analysis. You can see here, beautiful short trade here. Then price impulsively reversed. We said, okay, let the price develop certain pattern and look for the opportunity. So we had this beautiful price nicely broken. We showed long trade here. As soon as the price hit to the 4-hour, we, as explained our trader, either you can move your stop loss at the break even or you consider banking some pips. So as mentioned here, look at here. Once the price hit this level, now we are looking a short here. So how are we going to take a short looking for reversal here? This is what we did analysis this morning. As explained to our trader, that the price nicely broken this area and the price should stay. As said to you, look here. This is the price behavior we're looking at. Price broken. We were expecting at this pullback, but instead, price respecting this area, price refused to stay, and after that, price came back and gave us the confirmation that the price don't want to go up, it's going to go down. Based on the 4-hour, we already developed our bias. In intraday, we look at this way. That's why we did this analysis. We explained to trader, let the price come out from this structure and look for the opportunity. But look at here, what sort of price action is being developed? We sort of like, if you have look at my previous analysis, the market price has developed head and shoulder pattern, and that was the beautiful breakout short trade we had it. And after that, as explained, pretty straightforward, we want a continuation. We don't jump into the trade. We said to the trader, let's wait for the price to develop another structure or pattern, then we look at. So you can see here the price nicely develop another structure and beautiful breakout. Price nicely continue to the downside. Then we have another beautiful short trade here. You can see here, price nicely respected previously. We did this analysis. Price nicely broken this high. And price also respected here. As explained, let the price break and look for the opportunity. As you can see here, the price refused to break this one. And price nicely broken this area. And that's based on the beautiful short trade here. The first more important thing is we look at in the 4-hour, what sort of price action has been developed, and then we look at intraday. So you can see an intraday, which is a pretty straightforward. You can see here the price nasty broken. So we were expecting a pullback. If the price gonna break, that's the sign of continuation. So you can see here after that, look at this one here. This is what we're looking here. You can see here this area of interest. We're looking, the first priority will be the pullback. But you can see here the price refused to develop a pullback. But the price broken and give us the confirmation that the price want to go down. Based on the 4-hour, our bias was short. That's another beautiful short trade we had. This is the last trade. As you can see here, the price nasty broken this area. And after that, we explain, look for another pullback, another pullback. So you can see here, beautiful short trade. We had it on Euro USD. So we had amazing trade, guys, for all of the major currency pair. But the key point, which is I'm trying to explain to you, based on the current market situation, you can squeeze amazing profit. How you can do it, which is I'm gonna give you. I just mentioned you about two things, right? One, every time when the price develop any impulsive reaction, after impulsive, you should be looking for the correction. Number one. Number two, every time when the price break any recent high or low, and look for the retest, and that's gonna give us. However, you can see here in 4-hour chart in Euro USD, you can see here the price nicely broken. After the breakout, price nicely retest, give us the confirmation, and that's the area we were looking for. Another short trade here, as you have seen in intraday, we had a nice, beautiful short trade here. So what exactly we're looking for right now? We can see here that's the sign of continuation. We can still see the sign of strength on the dollar, but we're going to look at the in Euro USD, what sort of price action we were looking into it. So if you look at here, we have another symmetry triangle pattern, which is previously price respected here. You can see here. So we're looking here, another structure, another price action breakout. You can see this is area and this is area. And we can see here, this is another beautiful. So if the price come back here and fail to break this level, so if the price respect here and reverse, then we're looking at counter long trade here. So this is the way we look at in a high time frame, and then we look at the intraday smaller time frame in our intraday system and look for the opportunity. But if you look at the pound dollar, we had amazing trade, guys, no doubt. I'm going to show you all the pound dollar trades. If you look at the pound dollar trade here, and if you're following our YouTube analysis, we've been short here from this area. And this morning, as soon as the market opened, we had this short trade here, and we were expecting the price going to continue short here with the price reverse. We also had a counter long trade here. We look at, this is the price. You can see develop another pattern and structure, and price repeatedly respected this area. As explained to matter, let's see here if the price is going to respect, then I'm expecting one more push to the downside, because we were looking at a dollar index. Dollar index was getting stronger. So we're expecting that there's a possibility of pullback short trade here. But if you look at here, the price action here, this is what we look at this morning. And you can see here the price come back here and retest, give us the confirmation twice. That give us the high probability of continuation of short trade here. Then we've been taking a short trade here, and the target was about around this level, which price nicely hit, and most of the traders squeeze amazing profit. So you can see without any news, we had amazing trades on pound dollar. But let me share with you the MyQFX platform and show you the trades here. And if you look at all the analysis, the market open, we had this beautiful, you can see at the market open, we had this beautiful short trade here, pretty straightforward. We were looking this breakout, and that's why our intraday system, this is the momentum. And this momentum is help us that the more likely is going to be breakout short trade here. We squeeze this profit. And then afterwards, as soon as the price reverse impulsively, we don't jump into the trade. As always mentioned, don't jump into the every time when the price develop any impulsive reaction. Let's wait for the price to develop certain pattern and give you the edge. That's why most of the professional traders, they don't jump into the trade. They look at the edge. So as mentioned, this is what we explain every single day in MyQFX platform. We explain this is a point of interest. If the price is going to break, because this is the first breakout we had it, price refuse, and price also developed two false breakouts. One false breakout, price broken, but price could not maintain above this level. Price broke on this level and could not maintain below this level. So that's given this is what we call an indecision situation. This is the high probability for us to look for the opportunity. So look at the pattern, look at the structure. look at the behavior, look at the market dynamics, and look for, and develop. Let's wait for the opportunity. As you can see, the market nicely broken, momentum was bullish. So we had, as soon as the price hit to the profit target in 4 hour, that's what we explain our trader, it's time to consider banking some profit, and let's wait for the price to develop another pattern. So this is what exactly we did. And in 4 hour, once we see, if you look at the 4 hour chart, once the price respected here, then we did another analysis, because first we also had this rejection, take a long trade here, squeeze amazing profit, and afterwards we look at for another trade here. You can see here. So we look at as soon as the price reverse impulsively, because watching in 4 hour, as explained, this is the point of interest and this is the point of interest. Let the price break. As you can see here, the price stay within the structure. That's again give us the high probability of upcoming opportunity. When the price is going to break the structure, we're going to be looking into the opportunity. As you can see here, the price nicely broken, and after the breakout, you can see the price recent low is been broken. As explained at the beginning of the webinar, this kind of opportunity is a high probability opportunity. The price nicely broken, and after this breakout, price retest give us the confirmation, and price hit to the profit target. We squeeze amazing profit, and afterwards, as we know, the price is coming down. So we look at all the opportunities, and that's why we develop all this analysis and help traders to not to miss any of these opportunity. As long as the momentum is bearish, or look for this opportunity. We have this beautiful breakout, amazing trade. Then we had a counter long trade here again. What kind of counter trade? Because when we look at the price respected, develop another pattern, you can see here the price develop a double bottom here, price nicely broken here at this level. I said to my trader, let the price break the structure. This is what we call a counter trade here. Counter trade where we're trading against the trend. But we need to have to analyze the market in a way that we can validate this is a valid entry. So you can see here based on that, price nicely broken and hit to the previous high. That's what explain it's time to consider banking some profit. And afterwards, we have a continuously short trade here. Again, look at this beautiful trade here. This is what we do. We just follow the basic price action. After this impulsive, we were expecting a continuation as mentioned here. But what happened here at this stage? You can see here at this stage, price refused to develop a pullback, but the price broken as mentioned here in the analysis. If the price gonna break, first of all, look for pullback. And if you don't develop, price does not develop any pullback, then look for the short, but wait for the confirmation. So if you look at here, this is the confirmation. Price came back here around this level and give us the confirmation. And then we had a nice, beautiful short trade here. Price hit to the profit target. So that was the beautiful short trade we headed. And afterwards, as soon as the price impulsively reversed, we look at, let's wait for the price. You can see this is the area of interest. The price previously respected, price nicely broken here. While the price is going to be in this structure, don't anticipate. Let the price break. As you can see here, that this is the area of interest here. That's the area. And this is the area of interest. You can see here the price nicely respected. As soon as the price broken this one and give us the confirmation, and you can see here the price broken and retest, give us the confirmation, and beautiful. The best thing we do it in our trader, we explain, look at the momentum. This is our propriety indicator, which give us the momentum is bearish. Look for this opportunity. So we had this beautiful short trade opportunity, and this is the short trade we had it, as you can see here. First of all, we look at in the 4 hour here, and we see the price rejected, right? And then we're looking a short trade here. Then we have taken all the short trade in intraday as mentioned here. So we had this beautiful short trade here. So we had amazing trade. So what we're expecting here, so after this impulsive, what I'm expecting here, upcoming future is if we have this impulsive, after impulsive, if the price does not develop impulsive, instead, if the price develop a correction here, right? So what I'm expecting here is looking for another pull. Oh, no, just give me 1 second, guys. Because my screen. Okay, so what we're looking here is if the price develop correction here, right? Around this level, I'm looking for one more push to the downside. Unless if the price develop impulsive reaction, and after impulsive, if the price develop a correction instead of impulsive reaction, then we're looking long. Otherwise, based on this one, first priority would be depend on the price action. If we see the correction, not impulsive reaction, then looking for one more push to the downside. This is what we're looking here. Okay, so let's look at the dollar CAD. Dollar CAD, if you look at the dollar CAD, what kind of price action has been developed now? You can see here, as mentioned here previously, we have this impulsive reaction. Instead of this impulsive reaction, we should have like correction and then one more push downside. But instead, price develop impulsive. Once the price is developing impulsive, then we have to wait for the price action and give us the information, a bit more information for the high probability trade. So you can see here the previously price respected here. So as explained to my trader, look for, we have this impulsive reaction. After impulsive, we did not see any impulsive reaction to the downside. Instead, we are looking for the correction. So we don't have any high impact news. After this correction, what I'm expecting one more push to the upside. As you know, the dollar is getting stronger. So let's see here, if we get a pullback, that's a sign of continuation to the upside. Unless if we see the impulsive reaction, correction, then look. Otherwise, looking for long here for the dollar CAD. All right, so dollar yen, pretty straightforward. Keep an eye, because this is what we do. We explain, as you can see, these all lines and everything we analyze every single day in our platform, twice a day. We've been long on pound on dollar yen. As you can see here, look at this. How many rejection? The way you can identify there's a possible high probability of rejection, this is the way I look at. You look at here, this is the first candle. We had a low here, and this is the lowest area of this candle. We have one, second, third, and fourth. Fourth time the price tried to break this level, failed. That gives us the high probability of rejection at the support level. So that gives us a high. Then we look at in intraday and look at for the opportunity. And in intraday, as mentioned, our intraday system is so amazing. It gives us the opportunities not to miss any opportunity. Let's suppose if I'm looking the direction of this area, then I should be looking any opportunity, any price action, price develop in intraday, we should be looking into it. But if you look at the today analysis, at the beginning, you can see we had quite a lot of analysis. You can see that was a beautiful breakout, price nicely broken, beautiful long. Then we look at the short trade here because the price came back. You can see a price came back 2-3 times here, right? So we look at, but we look at it intraday, and this is, so if you look at here, this is a short trade. Then we have another price action. We have another short trade. Look at this momentum. This momentum is bearish. So any short trade here, amazing trade. And this is what we're looking here. Once we see the price action in 4 hour, so many rejection, we were looking in the intraday. We look at, as I explained to my trader, price develop this false breakout. Price should stay below this level. If you look at here, price broken, 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 you can see here, broken and retest, broken and retest, broken and retest. So we were expecting this kind of pattern. The price broke this structure, could not follow this low and low, but we need a confirmation. What is the confirmation? If the price is going to break this one, and the price nicely broken, you can see here. And after the breakout, price retest. So what happened here? Price broken, retest, broken, retest. And we explain all these live trade. And after that, as explained my trader, just keep taking a long trade here, guys. So that was a beautiful long trade here. And afterwards, again, you can see here, pull back long. Then we had, look at, okay, price is reversing it. What kind of price action has been developed? If you look ahead, the price developed high and low is been developed. Price broken this structure. Let's see here if the price gonna break, take a short, you had this short trade here. Always pay attention to detail. You can see here what kind of price action, sort of like a head and shoulder pattern, beautiful short trade here. So we're looking here. Then we did another analysis, guys. Let's wait for the price action. You can see here, after that New York session, the price developed, you know, a range market. So as I explained, let's look at the as long as the price stay within the structure, don't anticipate. Let the price break. What happened here? Look at, pay attention to detail. You can see this high, the price broken, and after that the price continuously respected, could not break this level. Look at the bottom. Momentum is bullish. High probability trade. Beautiful. And afterwards, we have another beautiful pullback long here, which we explained. As soon as the price hit to the previous high, as explained, it's time to consider banking some profit. So we explain all that through live analysis. Again, this is beautiful structured breakout, amazing trade, guys. If you look at here, we're looking this breakout, price nicely broken. After the breakout, price developed pullback. As you can see, follow the basic price action. This high is broken. We have impulsive correction, impulsive. As soon as the price reverse, as explained, it's time to consider some profit. So you can see, guys, we just explain all that price action through live analysis. So you can take a maximum benefit. Even if you look at here, we didn't have any, look at here, the previous, 2 weeks ago, we didn't have any volatility in the market. Even though we had a high impact news, we didn't have it. But now the market is under influence of the fundamental reason behind the US tariff and things. And that's, you can see what a volatility in the market. And being a trader, these kind of volatility is very important for us to look for the opportunity. So we had amazing trade. Even if you look at the pound yen, and now I'm going to explain to you, look here. Okay, let's look at the dollar yen, what we're looking here. So dollar yen, what we're expecting here, there's a still sign of continuation, further continuation to the long side. You can see here the price broken the previous high. So I'm looking one more push, pull the pullback. We have price imbalance at this level. If the price going to hit this level, there I'm going to be looking some price action counter opportunity. But if you look ahead, the previous price action, we have this impulsive. And after impulsive, if I see the correction in the upcoming hours, that's give me the one more push to the upside. And then this is the target where I'm expecting it. And then I'm really looking at price action around this level. Pay attention to detail. Price also respected this area as well. Okay. So if you look at the pound yen, now let me explain to you about the pound yen trades. Okay. It's can you see here we have this very impulsive reaction downside, and then look at here, we have so many rejection here. And if you look at here, we don't see any big moves, but being an intraday, we have had an amazing trades on pound yen. Let me explain to you why I'm looking for it. Okay, let's look at the current price action first. Okay, so technically, if you look ahead, this is the price action when the price, this is what I explained to my trader this morning. If we don't see any candle close below this level, we are not looking for short. It's going to be more likely to the upside. But as soon as the price hit this level, price respected here, we also had a short trade here. So you look at here, this sort of consolidation. We don't see any clear direction based on the 4-hour, but based on the intraday, we had amazing trade, guys, on pound yen. So let me explain to you. We've been long because most of the yen pair or bias is long, and for the time being. And if you look at the pound yen analysis, and if you look at here, we've been long here this one as well. So look at this analysis today. This is the highly volatile instrument, guys. And if I look at, it has so many analysis, so many, this is all about the price action. This is all about the price behavior, price structure, right? So if you look at, it has so many analysis we had it. This is the short trade here. This is the short trade we had it. And afterwards, you can see this is another breakout opportunity. We explain, let the price break the structure. Again, what is this kind of lining and breakout? What does it mean for breakout? Because that's another part we explain in live analysis. So price develop, you can see here, this is the first low is been broken. As such, if the price gonna break, that's the sign of continuation long. Then we have first high is broken. This is the area. So this one is an indecision situation. So once the price gonna break, short trade here. So that's why, because shortcut, we just draw this line. and that's a part of the training, which is I'm sharing with you guys now. This is what we explain our trader. This is the first high. You can see here, price started here. First low is been broken. And price started here. This is the first high from here to here. Price broken. Price came back into the situation. If the price gonna break and give us the confirmation, then long here. If the price gonna break or even break this way, more safest way, so look for the short trade here. This is what we explain. So what happened here? The price refused. Price, this is the first high, was that, as mentioned here. The price nicely broken. Beautiful short trade here. Price broken this low. You can see a retest, and then we have another pullback. That's what we explain. As you can see here, this is no rocket science. This is purely price action and the price behavior. We had such a nice, beautiful short trade on pound yen. And then we had another beautiful trade. This is another counter long trade. Look here, we explain. This is the high. This is the low is broken. Sort of like a price is indecision. What happened here? Price broken, long here. So this is the counter long trade here. This is all this price action we explain every single day. You can see here, this is the first high is broken here. And this is the, you can see here the price nicely respected here. And this is the area because the price should stay above this level, but price refuse. So say, okay, as long as the price stay within the structure, don't anticipate. Let the price break. What happened here? Price broken and give us the confirmation long trade here. That was the beautiful. Then again, pretty standard, straightforward, no rocket science. You can see this is a high, it's been broken and the price refuses many time here. Let the price break. What happened here? Price broken. Give us the confirmation, hit to the profit target, and then wait for another. What happened here? Again, same, exactly. We explained this one. Price nicely came back. This is the first high is been broken. This is the first low is been broken. So the price in decision situation. So when the price is here, we don't anticipate any decision. We don't make any long and short. As soon as the price break one of these point of interest, then we look at the price broken and retest and retest. Top of that momentum is bear bullish. We have a sign of continuation. That was the amazing trade. Then afterwards, look at this one here. We self-explanatory, not rocket science, guys. You can see here, this is the first low is been broken. And this is the first high is been broken. We have this analysis. Let the price break. What happened here? Price refused. Can you see here? So this is the short trade here. Momentum was it telling us in advance. Then this low is broken. We have another beautiful pullback short. Nicely, profit target hit. Squeeze amazing profit, guys. Then we have another one. What will happen here? Look at this analysis. Beautiful. So we explained to our trader, this is the first. If the price gonna retest this level, take a short trade here. You can see this is the first low. What happened here? Price broken, retest, wedge broken, beautiful short trade here. Then we have another beautiful as a pretty standard. Look at guys, very, very important. Try to understand. You can see this is the first high, broken here, price refuse to respect this level, false breakout. Okay, so then what happened here? The price again refused to pull back, false breakout. Okay, so we can see here price many times, 1, 2, 3 times. So we one more time. Second, as mentioned here in the beginning of the webinar, we have impulsive, look correction, and look for long. So what happened here? Price develop impulsive, sort of correction, as you can see here, and then pull back, continuation. But the safest way, price nicely broken and beautiful, another pullback. So that's what we explained today. And then we have another beautiful long trade here. We have another beautiful long trade here. That's what we explain. Each and every single thing we explain in our MyQFX platform. Again, we have this impulsive reaction. After impulsive, price develop correction. This is the correction, basically. This is the correction. Based on that, you can see here, price nicely broken. And after that, price retest, give us the confirmation, hit to the profit target, squeeze amazing profit. And then afterwards, we don't jump into the trade. As we explained, we have this impulsive. Let's see if any pullback comes. You have one pullback, second pullback, third pullback. That's where we take the maximum advantage. Even here, you can see a beautiful breakout short trade here. This is another beautiful long trade here. What happened here? This is the low is broken, so price retest. And if you look at here, the price develop low and high. So I said to the trader, let's let the price break the structure and look for the opportunity. Price broken and give us the confirmation here. Then we have another long trade here, nicely hit to the profit target. So we've been basically all day we were analyzing this market. And you can see how many beautiful analysis. So in nutshell, which is I'm going to explain to you the tip and technique, which is you can implement in intraday. We always look at the 4-hour chart. It's a very, very important. And based on that, when we look at here, if the price is going to respect this support level, the price might gonna be this level. So how are we gonna look at, like for example here, if the price is respecting and developing a long position, so where shall I be taking a long trade here? So what you have to do is look at this way. The way we look at the price action here, we have, this is the first high is broken, and you can see here of one pullback, second pullback, third pullback, and this pullback. As you can see, if you draw a line here, you can see here how many time, when the price is going up. So we look at here, momentum is bullish. Every time when the price develop a dip, we take a long trade here. This is a high probability trade. Why we saying this is a high probability trade? When we see the price is going up, so we don't buy here, we buy here at the bottom. And this is what we call this dip. We normally call it pullback. This is terminology, financial terminology. We call a pullback. We have this pullback, we have this pullback, and the price nicely hit to the previous high. We explained to our traders time to bank some profit. So what we're looking here now, we're looking here pullback. Any deep pullback would consider high probability trade. So this is what we're looking here. All right. So now what we have learned today, few things. Keep in mind, nowadays market situation is very interesting. Even though this is like, market lost like more than $5 trillion in one day, but being an intraday, we always look for the opportunity. So pay attention to detail. So what I'm trying to say to you, look at for major support and resistance in 4-hour, and then look for the intraday in MyQFX platform. So if you look at the MyQFX platform, we broadcast those analysis. Like 2 hours ago, we had this breakout. So look at this breakout. Look at this breakout. The price broken, and after that, beautiful long trade here. So we also had another beautiful breakout trade on Euro Yen. That was the beautiful breakout around this level, You can see here, beautiful, beautiful. So we constantly are broadcasting all our analysis here, right? So if you look at here, when the analysis has been developed, like for example, if you look at the Aussie dollar, if you look at the Aussie dollar analysis, we explain, look for this breakout, and when the price was about to break, we announced this one. And then you should be taking all this, opportunity and squeezing. And then you can practice. You can practice here all this analysis. Once you build your knowledge, then you can basically trade with the live accounts. So today, as mentioned at the beginning of the analysis, every time when you see impulsive reaction, either up and down, if the price is developing impulsive reaction, and after impulsive, if the price develop a correction, slowly up, that's the high probability of continuation sign. Yeah. If the price break any low, right? And if the price come back here around this level, sometime goes a little bit up as well. And then afterwards, if the price continue, there's the high probability of continuation to the downside. So if the price develop, we can see high and low, that's the high probability for to take a short trade here. These are the key important thing you need to understand. So when there's impulsive reaction, if the price develop a wedge or correction, slow movement up, that's the sign of continuation. Whenever the price is impulsive reaction, then you might gonna see these kind of trade like pullbacks. So this is very important. And another thing is when the price develop a consolidation, right? Like sideways market. Yeah. So sometime what happened here, price break, as soon as the trader take a long trade here, price come back here. So in that kind of situation, what you have to do, if the price develop a false breakout, but the price come back and retest, give us the confirmation, that's the sign of continuation to the downside. This is what called speculation. Okay. So same thing apply here. If the price break and after this breakout, if the price develop a false breakout and give us the confirmation, that's a sign of continuation to the long side. That's the one scenario when you have a false breakout. False breakout means when the price break any recent high and low and could not maintain that level. That's the one scenario. Second one, this is a false breakout. Yeah. For the continuation, when the price is break level and afterwards price come back here and give us the confirmation, that's a sign of continuation for the long. Same thing when the price develop a sideways market, break, and after that price come back around this level and sign of continuation, that's the sign of continuation to the downside. So how do we know that it's going to continue or it is not going to continue, right? This is what we call the risk management and the money management. So as a being an intraday trader, when this breakout is performed, we take a long trade here. Even if the false breakout, if we make a losses, we accept the losses. And if you know accepting the losses in this industry, you should not be into the trading. You will have the losing and winning, but at the end you should have winning. This is the key important part of the trading, guys. You're not going to have all the time winning. You will have some losing too, but at the end you should have, at the end of the day, you should be coming as a positive. So this is what we call for the downside. This is what we call the sideways market, right? And how you should be taking it. Now let's look at the long. If you have the impulsive reaction, and after impulsive reaction, if the price develop a correction, slow, right? And then look for, that's the sign of continuation, another pull long here, okay? So if the price break any recent high, let's suppose if price break any recent high and come back here and retest around this level and sign of continuation. This is what we're looking here, sign of continuation for long. So then we look at here, the price develop, low high is being developed. And this is what this kind of trade we call a pullback. Price come back, pullback, continuation. This is the downside pullback. This is the upside pullback. So as a being an intraday trader, we always monitor this kind of price action and we broadcast that information instantly in our platform. We broadcast that information instantly over platform. So this is what I'm trying to do. This is the live analysis. So you can pick up your pair and you follow those analysis and you keep practicing it, all this price action. Eventually, once you see that you are getting good result, then you can go for the live account. So look at how many analysis we had it. All of them, pound, dollar. We had a beautiful analysis. We have a euro pound. That's a pretty straightforward. You can see it, as mentioned here, price develop impulsive correction. When the price develop a correction, there's a high probability one more push to the upside. If you look at here, look at here. This is the price action I just mentioned to you. So this is what we are looking all the time. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So keep those tips. And this is the right time, guys, to take the maximum advantage, play on the platform, practice it, and make a lot of pips. Once you're confident, open an account with the QBN Global, attach with it, and keep practicing it and keep enjoying it. I hope that makes sense. Now it's time for me to take questions, guys. It's almost 1 hour. So any questions?
Everybody's quiet. Let me check the chat box. The chat box should be open for everybody as far as I'm aware. If you've got any questions, feel free to put them in the chat box. Dr. K has her hand up. Let me see if I can get you to unmute. Yes.
Hey, hey, Shaz. Hey, Ashraf. Oh,
Hello.
happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I wish you all the more birthdays and best health ever.
Thank you so much.
I love asking these questions when we have analyze the market. And I noticed that you love to analyze your chart on the 4 hour time frame as an intraday, right? Is that the time frame uh, that you could really depend on when doing some detailed analysis on what is going on the chart?
Okay. Uh, for intraday analysis, you can choose any time frame from 30 minutes to 1 hour to 4 hour. It all depends on uh, individual preference. For me, why I choose 4 hour, because I want to see what sort of candlestick pattern is developing. 4 hour is quite big 4 hour time frame. And that time frame, I can easily assess the price, the movement, and then I can easily align our intraday system to basically to look at the opportunity. But some traders they also use 1 hour, and for intraday they use 1 hour 30 minutes. It depends on because we already developed our intraday system, which we easily align with the 4 hour that give us the high probability trades. So there is no as such specific rule that you have to go for 1 hour or 4 hour. There's rules based on what works for you. So in MyQFX platform, the way we have built in system is that we really need some sort of like a confirmation. And we have found that the most of time we had found confirmation in 4 hour, we have found valid high probability confirmation as compared to the 30 minutes and 1 hour. Because we don't use 1 hour 30 minutes because we use our intraday system. Because intraday system we have designed is a price based chart. So if you're using a price based chart, so you can easily eliminate 15 minutes or 30 minutes or 1 hour chart. So that's basically based on the strategy where we are using it, based on the price action, the way we trade in MyKFX platform. That's why because 4 hour chart has given us more high probability price behavior and trade opportunities as compared to the 1 hour. But you can also use 1 hour. That's not a big issue because in MyKFX platform, the trading view is also included, which trader they can basically use um, 1 hour if they want to do it. But we have found more result in 4 hours. So, for example, even here, if you look at here, this kind of candlestick pattern give us the bearish engulfing candle pattern, give us the high probability of rejection. And if you look at this candle is giving us the high probability of bullishness, which price nicely came back. But when the price retests, then this kind of candle give us the high probability of downside. So like this one, you can see high probability of long. So in intraday, so in 4 hour, it does work with our system, and most of the traders are comfortable with it. So in trading, we said, you should follow what works for you, and it works with the MyKFX platform. So that's why we're using it. But there is no as such restriction, or there's no as such rule that you cannot use for 1 hour, 30 minutes. You can use it 1 hour, 30 minutes. It's up to you. But we use it 4 hour because it works for us with our system. Like for example, if you want to go here, you can also, switch here to 1 hour chart, you know, so you can see a lot of so but we look at the 4 hour chart because that's give us the in-depth knowledge of one candle, and then we look at the opportunity. I hope I answered the question.
Yeah, thank you, Ashraf. I have another
Mhm.
question that I was kind
Sure.
of curious about because, like, in the past Zoom calls we had, you keep on mentioning about the news, check the news, and all that. It seems like the biggest news so far is just the tariff, but around the different trades and the pairing with the yen and the pound, you just mentioned that there was really no big news on top of anything except the tariff. That
Yeah.
does that usually happen? And then even though we know so much news and there's the tariff and volatility comes in, does that happen or just sometimes?
Uh, it 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 no, doesn't happen all the time. That's for sure. Because the thing is, of course, yeah, election comes after 3 4 years in the U.S., right? And then when new government comes with the new policies comes, right? And
Yeah.
that's where the most of the investors they're looking for it. You know, what sort of policies is going to make, how these policies going to make impact to the financial market. Like we give an example, we monitor. Being a financial trader, we always monitor. Like for example, this is one website you can go and call a fairgreedmeter.com, right? And that give us the we look at what's happening in the stock market, and stock market is extremely fair now, because of the current situation now. But it looks like a very negative for as a layman. But for opportunities point of view, you said, okay, it's very bearish, so it is time to for buy. You know what I mean? So this is the way we look at. And look at the crypto, we can see a crypto. Then we also look at the Bitcoin. This is another blockchain that we look at. Like this is one of the, we look at the Rambo when the price was at this level, price was coming down. So the thing is, these kind of events does not happen often, but whenever the policies or government policies and everything, whenever the new government comes, it's not about the US. Even if in the UK, when the new government comes, we look at the what kind of policy, how these policies going to make impact to the economy of that current. But US is the biggest market because US economy impact most of the all of the economies. Because the consumer is high in the US as compared to the rest of the countries, and that's why it impacts to the major you know countries. So that's why we look at a US dollar is a major element for us in order to trade. So these kind of events, and plus sometimes there's a natural disasters happens, so these also make impact to the financial market, like you have seen previously. Like we had an earthquake in Japan, and that's why yen has different sort of situations. So all these kind of events, as a being a trader, we look at, like in what happened in during the COVID-19, what happened that the oil prices gained to even went to the negative, and some of the traders in the UK, they have made around a $6 billion profit into this one. So these kind of things happens. Being a trader, we always look at the news, what's happening here even now. And that's why if you look at the MyQFX platform, we have this information is coming, the idea the US could refinance its debt in a plan, so somebody is telling about this one, right? Why this is, somebody is trying to do explaining why this Trump is shuffling with the tariff, because he wants to get rid of the US debt, right? So okay, how that's gonna make impact to the market, right? So we look at all that information, and these small events sometimes make impact to the market. That's why being a financial trader, we kept in a system here that okay, we need to keep an eye on all these news, plus any news is coming. And so these kind of information, it does help to the traders to squeeze some profit, but it also take as a negative gesture as well in the market, as you have seen that more than $5 trillion is wiped up in 4th of April. Okay. Any other question?
I think, thank you, Ashraf. It's 7:10, so we like to
Yeah.
keep hopefully the sessions on time, because I know attention span is often
Yeah.
limited. But if
Yeah,
anybody
that's right.
does have questions, you feel free to email them to hello@myqfx.com, or we have social media. I'm sure you can put the questions under the posters anywhere, wherever, we have so many social platforms now. So I'd say thank you to everybody who
You're
joined
welcome.
us today. And
Thank you.
hopefully we will keep on learning, keep on growing. And you can go back to YouTube, rewatch all of the pre-recorded sessions from whenever we've started. And you also can get them in Spanish, share them in the Spanish teams. But until then, next week, same time, same place, we shall see you again. Have a
All
lovely
right.
day. Thank
Okay,
you.
guys.
Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.